Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Old School with you here once again. It is a 4th of July Fallout. It's not going to be a long one, but I've been doing a lot of work here in Sanctuary Hill, as well as a couple of others, and I'll show you those separately. But right now we're going to focus on Sanctuary Hills. Piper's with me, and we'll start with our place. Really happy with the way this thing turned out. Did a video on Sanctuary Hills about a month or so ago, and it was very early on. A lot of changes have been made. I've unlocked more stuff to use and build with. And why is Sturgis in my house?
You can fix just about anything.
Yeah, I can.
Guns, computers.
About ready to shoot you in the face. Get out of my house.
Just gotta have the right tools.
Out. Out, 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 out. Out. I hate when these strangers come walking in.
Hey.
Where to?
Come on.
Uh-huh.
Keep moving, buddy. Step it up. Step it. Out, out, out. Out the door. There you go. Out the door. Out the door. Keep moving your ass. Mind you, he's got a nice little
You
apartment.
want to be careful. I can fix most things. But people
Dude, I'm
don't
about
fix
ready
so
to
easily.
smack you upside the head. Get out. Alright, here we go. Where'd Piper ended up going? She's already in there. Okay. Wish there was a way to lock the doors. Alright, so main room, living room, whatever you want to call it. We got the bobblehead collection, which I actually finished that earlier today. So I got all 20 of those. A couple of them were really hard to find. A majority of the magazines are here and here. I've got some in another house down the street. We'll look at that separately. We've got some perfect condition boxes that I forget what mission it was, but there was one where there was a vault that was never opened, and so they're basically in perfect condition. So we got the mac and cheese there, and we got the little, what do you call them there, fancy lads. There you go. We've got a couple of cameras now that are absolutely mint. And then we've got our souvenir cup from Nuka World. Got this Jangles the Moon Monkey over here. Collection of lunch boxes. I thought there were going to be more variety, and it turns out that they're pretty much all the same. We did get a Nuka World one, or Nuka Cola one, I should say. So that one at least is a different art on the box. Meantime, we get the living room all set up, and I just finally got the plants. I've seen other people put plants in. I was like, where? I don't have any plants in mine. It's the picket fence books, and there's 5 of them, and I think it's number 4, if I'm not mistaken, which I was missing, didn't realize it. But thanks to the fine folks at YouTube, managed to get that all worked out. Out here on the back porch, we've got a nice little fire that burns there, and we can sit down and look across what's left of the wasteland. Kind of scenic with the water and the trees and stuff going on back there. Other stuff downstairs. I keep different things in different boxes, so all of the these are, I believe, handheld weapons in this one. So things that you would either throw or use as a melee are in this one. And we've got the little models on top there. Over here is just a bunch of random stuff that I've thrown in there. Of course, the Fat Man, I think it displays really nice with that mini nuke. Over here we've got a trifold American flag, especially today, the 4th of July. Got a couple of the newspapers that Piper's been working on. And over here is where we have regular firearms. Really, really enjoyed the way this thing came out. Using the flames with that really dark burgundy red and then the gold highlights. I mean, that thing just pops out. Looks really cool. I got 2 floor safes. One of them has all of the legendary for attire, and the other one has legendary weapons. Most of them aren't so legendary. I guess if you're early on in the game, then those things kind of help you a little bit. But the best weapons I have are not for the most part, not legendary. Another couple of plants up here. We'll go left to right. Is there anything? Might not be. Yeah, this cabinet's just there for the moment. It doesn't have anything of value in it. Over here, all my random stuff goes in this box here. Try not to knock stuff off the shelf. Not sure why I can't get a hold of. This isn't good. Wait a minute. See, how come I'm not grabbing the box? Getting everything except the box. That's interesting. But that's where it should have like a lot of hollow tapes in there and stuff like that. Hopefully nothing happened. What is going on here?
What's that for?
Hell if I know. Just trying to grab it. And it's picking it up. It's not grabbing it. What the heck is going on? Hold on a minute. There it goes. Footlocker. Yeah, so it's got a bunch of that stuff in there. And now I got to get my dog tags back out. And the truck. And that again was a new conditioned truck. That's the only reason I kept it. Dog tags. Here we go. These things are really cool the way they glow at nighttime. And we're going to have to try and flip this guy around a little bit. If you're in workshop mode, it'll set them right side up the first time. If you've ever done it before, though, you run the risk of them falling through the floor, never to be had again. So I'm just going to take my chances here and see if I can use an edge here or something like that.
What's the angle here?
And try and just... Ooh, so close. Well, this might actually work. Let's see if it works. Pull it forward. There it goes. I used to find it amusing when she would mock me by going into that little crouch walk. And I feel like we've lost one of our dog tags. Brotherhood of Steel, but oh, I know why. Because they were actually, there they go. Initiate Clark's holotag. He was the one that was stealing stuff from the Brothers of Steel, and they weren't sure who it was. And I really liked the outfit he had on, so after I, caught up with him and all that, and he's going to turn himself in, I was like, nah, and I just killed him and took his uniform. And then said he killed himself, so. But now I got the duds, so there's that. Okay, one of a few, and I've got to do some work yet to the king-size bed. That's why the carpet is still down there, but that'll be disappearing after I get it all done with a headboard. But yeah, there you have your king-size bed going on. Piper's workstation here, so she can keep on being a reporter. You got the typewriter as well as an undamaged camera. Got an outside deck as well. Hang outside. Watch the fog. Gives you a pretty good look at the entry point coming into Sanctuary Hills. Get a little glimpse of the garden over there, or the farm, I should say. And we'll get into that more in just a few moments. Then we've got a couple of different armors. This one right now is the guy's version. And picked this up at Nuka World. I thought that was a pretty cool baseball style outfit, and I don't even recall where I picked this up. It was somebody I ended up offing, but it's the only time I've ever seen anything as crazy as this, and I would never have Piper wear it, but I thought it was too cool not to display for at least a little while. And I go in and I'll switch them up every so often. But yeah, that was a freaky looking outfit, and I said, yep, we're taking it. Got some of my weapons here that helped me in the early stages of the game. I still use the Lucille, but the rest of these not so much for anything now, but back in the day they definitely served a purpose. Alright, let's head back downstairs and take a look at the rest of Sanctuary Hills. That's the interior done. Okay, outside. Got a few things going on here. Some of our accomplishments are headed up on the wall there. We've got his and hers when it comes to power armor. Got the Shark Tesla for myself. And Piper is sporting the pink that you also get with the Hot Rod magazines. Dog meat. Had a dog mole right here. Disappears. A lot of that been going on lately, which is frustrating. Where when the game loads in, certain things just kind of gone. Fade away. Watching a lot of School Zone. Or Schooled Zone. SKOLED. He is like a master crafter when it comes to building in this game. And what he was describing one time is how some items, when it comes to being stored or storage, that some storage facilities do a better job than others. And I can tell you, like, we're going to kind of circle back to this over here because I want to see it at night. This whole cul-de-sac, I think, is going to look a lot better at night. So let's jump over here to the shop. But he was mentioning the fact that there are these almost like spider webs electronically that build all these things, right? And some are really thin. That gives it the detail, I guess, like these shelves up here. And a lot of times if you put stuff on these shelves as the game is loading into your build, these items here might fall through because the shelf hasn't really come to fruition yet. And once it falls through there, it probably falls through the earth, and that's it, it's gone. You're never going to get it back. Well, I lost some pretty good weapons that way, and it was frustrating. But I didn't know at the time. Excuse me. I didn't know at the time. So anyway, this is the Minuteman Cafe. Piper likes to have... Hold on one second. The glory of doing it live. Got something in my throat. I'd like to put something here eventually. Maybe, you know, one of these type of things. But they don't really have one for food. And there wouldn't be a whole lot of room here either to come in and place an order or anything. But I'm not done with this yet. I would love to have somebody standing at this counter to serve you. But for right now, this is what we got. Carpet glitched the radio underneath the jukebox, so it appears that the jukebox is playing. Because otherwise you get jukebox music and it sucks. This house over here. I'm trying to think what theme we had here. Is this anything special, or is it just a home?
Anything new? You just say the word.
Yeah, make me a cup of coffee. How about that? Go. Got some caps coming in. Love random caps. Yeah, I think this is just... It's not done finished, but it's getting more. Got more caps. But we're pretty close to done with this. I love the way this worked out. I didn't like... Because it had a lot of Halloween decoration up still, and it's like, okay, Halloween A is not now, and B, it's once a year. I didn't want it all year long up there. Could not get the cement wall to go in for anything. I tried every glitch. There's the pillar glitch. There's the carpet glitch. I tried them all, man. And nothing would cooperate with this particular one. I've had it work at the other houses, but not this one. But what did work with the carpet glitch was using basically the tall version of these and just flipping it around backwards and sticking it in there. And what really worked out great is not only does that look like a pretty solid wall, but check out the bathroom. You got drawers. And it matched perfectly with the mirror on the sink. and I put some of the extra stuff I got in there just to have some stuff in your medicine cabinet. All wood floors. I did not realize that these sinks actually work, not like those corroded ones. And of course, as you drink, you get your health built back up for free. Toilet does not work. Okay. This is just going to be a storage room, and I'm not sure what else I might do with it, but for right now, that's all it is. Got another bed over here. I've got more beds than I do have settlers here, so that keeps everybody happy. Did the same thing here. Put this thing through the wall to help build the wall out. Gives you more storage again, some shelf room. And here's a little bit better version of what the king-size bed's going to look like back at my place once I get around to it. Just move that over a little bit. There we go. The reason the wood floor kind of ends here is because I had to keep this square out. Otherwise, I would have had to get rid of the safe, and I didn't want to. I like the safe a lot. Plays a decent role early on in the game, and it looks pretty cool. So keeping the safe means I had to lose one floor square, and that was all right with me. Wish we could get rid of those leaves, but unfortunately, that's not happening. Again, still have a little bit more decorating to do with this house, but that's coming along. Did the little trick with the door, where you put the door frame up and then remove the door frame once the door's in place, and then pillar glitch the door in, and it works perfectly fine. Looks like it was meant to be. I never even noticed a doorbell before. Look at that. All right, coming.
Hey,
Point the way.
I love the way he talks to her.
go there.
Go there.
Don't see a way for me to get there.
Try
There.
this way.
That's a plan.
That's a plan.
What am I supposed to wish my way over there?
Oh, here we go.
Move out.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? You'll figure it out. All right. Heading on down. So we've already taken a look at the Minuteman. This is technically Mama Murphy's house. I'm going to try and get her. It's hard to, like, program her to go to a specific room or bed all the damn time this happens. Again, every time the game... Oh, shoot. Every time the game loads in, this is what happens. You'll find a vase somewhere laying on the floor for no good reason. And it's pretty much all the time. And then you got this one over here that's all cockeyed and sideways. And then there's one that's just missing. So there's one stuck in the floor, can't get it out. Again, back to what happens when these things load. So I've tried not to. I had this place really decked out. I mean, instead of the vases, we had a bunch of nice plates. The ones that had not been messed, undamaged, clean looking. And I had them up on end, and they just, it was a nice little cascade going on. It kind of looked like something a Mama Murphy would probably have, right? And then they disappeared. And that's when I was like, nope, not going to invest any more effort or anything. This table here, I had it all nice looking, and every time it loads in, everything's all knocked over and sloppy, so I just really don't bother with it anymore. I just leave it sit there, and by the way, listen to the napkin. Sounds like a piece of tin. But yeah, trying to set the salt and pepper shakers up, that's a pain. Just to know they're going to get knocked down again. I had forks and knives. The other forks and knife have disappeared. And it just happened so often that I got to the point where I was like, you know what, we're good. Got our monkey over here. Kitchen's kind of cool. Got a little bit of everything. Got your pots and your pans, and you got gotta have coffee, man. Is that upside down? What the heck? This is what I'm talking about. That's not the way it was. Okay. Didn't even think you could do that. Got our toaster in there. Got milk, ice. Got some shortening over here. Another tea kettle. Just picked up this teapot today. Another rack with some more of the magazines that I've collected. This is supposed to be Mama Murphy's room. Once in a while, she actually does sleep in this room, but not with any consistency. And then a couple of guest beds. So I've recently figured out that you can do the entire floor in one shot. And that's what you'll see in the next couple of houses we do, because they're the more recent ones. So I may end up coming here. It's a project. And taking everything out and scrapping all the wood and redoing the floors in one shot. Because now, oh, like this thing is bothering me right now. I didn't even notice this. Just scrap that one for now.
We'll find it.
But that's Mama Murphy's place. Still a little bit in work. Sturgis lives in the apartment upstairs. Let's go take a look, because this is one of my favorite places right now. We'll close the door for a minute. So he's got a nice little deck out here. You can hang out, have a couple of beers. Why is the doctor floating on air? Boy, oh boy, this game is so broken. And it's still great. It's the thing about it. As broken as it is, I love this game. So here's Sturgis's room. Got a bunch of clocks. I like the bottle cap. You got the bed there. I wonder if I still have. I do. I picked up a bunch of pillows on a recent mission. Let's give old Sturgis a pillow. He got us into the Institute. The least we can do is get him a pillow. Maybe the happiness will go up now, right? So that's Sturgis's apartment above Mama Murphy's. Alright, I don't know how I'm going to get her down.
Another day of hard work.
Yeah.
No changes.
Let me see if I can get her to move. Whoop, there you go. Alright, well, maybe she'll end up back at work, which is down at the clinic. We're going to be there in a few minutes. Deal with the scratchy throat while we're there. This is basically just for storage. There's no way I could really do anything with living quarters because of the way the roof is so jangled up. But I like the way it looked.
How?
Oh, we kind of skipped the house, didn't we? Here's Sturgis.
Hey,
Hey. Oh, no, we did do this one, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Sorry. Because I had the Halloween. So on the upstairs, we put a second floor in. Obviously, you can't do anything with the second floor because of the roof. But I gave it the illusion, though. Put some windows in there. Put some lighting on the inside wall so it glows. And, fun fact, Piper almost all the damn time when I'm in this house will glitch into the roof and just be stuck up there running back and forth like an idiot. So it looks like you actually have somebody up there. NPCs can't do that. It's got a bed in there just to give us another head count on beds. Nobody's going to use it, but it's there. So this is technically my house from the beginning of the storyline. As you can see, the floor is kind of way up there. I'm going to scrap the entire floor and do it all over again. I'm not happy with any of this. The decor I'm okay with. We got to fix this back wall still. Haven't gotten around to it, so work in progress. Actually got towels, though. That's kind of cool. There's a lot of stuff in this. I got more stuff in there than I know what to do with. Got a couple beds over here, and again, got to do some work. And I think the windows, yeah, I already put the windows in, I think. Yep. Got to fix the bottom part, though, and seal that off. So that'll get done. Now we come to the more recent stuff. As a matter of fact, this is the most recent, and I'm real happy with the way this one turned out. You know, the windows you do what you can do with, they don't fit, they're not the right size, and it would be great if you could sink this into the wall. It doesn't want to play like that. It'll sink in just like a quarter of an inch kind of thing, but it won't go in enough to hide. So I'm good with that. Anyway, we put the fence and the gate up here, so she's got a little picket fence area here. We've got a working barbecue, which basically we just carpet glitched. I forget what the heck they even call this thing. Counter? Is that really what it is? Alright, the counter. It's one of those metal counters. We carpet glitched that over the cauldron, which gives you the smoke. And then, of course, the barbecue pit goes over that. And then we just threw some mole rat meat on top along with some corn and I think some squirrel. There you go, squirrel on a stick. And we got some carrots over here on the plate. Got a spatula I picked up. Everybody's ready. We got some wine, plates, cups. And this is wall-to-wall wood flooring. Came out really sharp that way. Got some drinks up there, and nighttime the Quantum really does a great job with the glow. Nuka Cherry doesn't really glow so much, but there's the Victory also glows pretty well, and it adds a nice lighting effect. Drop the metal walls in here, concrete wall over here, because that was a short one. They should have had a short version of the metal one. They have a short version of the wood one, but it doesn't look good. Put a house plant up on top there. So we did the same logic as the king size, only it's a single bed with a headboard. This house, I really like the way it's lit. I'm going to get more decorations and stuff for the shelves as I pick them up through different events and missions. But as of right now, this is after a couple hours of work. You know, like this was sitting perfectly straight, but then when it loads in, it just kind of goes wherever it's going to go. There it goes. I'm getting pretty good at that. A lot of practice. Alright, I think what we're going to do is fast forward time a little bit here. What time are we at? 3 in the afternoon. Let's go to 7:30. So the light should be going down pretty much. In our sunset. Oh, it's a nice one too. Here's our security guys up here. I use a lot of robots for that because they don't need to sleep 24 hours. They're on duty. Then we got one of our settlers up there. This house again is a work in progress, but has the floors done.
Right behind you.
That's about all I've got done here is the floors. This house was done last week, and this is our Minutemen headquarters. So this is more of a military type installation. Not going to see a lot of beds or anything like that, and I'm not done with the decoration, obviously. But it's set up mostly with the logic being that it's going to be someplace for the Minutemen to strategize and things of that nature. Got lots of Nuka-Cola to keep you going at night. You can get some of the models up there of the droids. Cool little meeting area here. And once again, I did not want to lose the safe. And in this case, you even have a working terminal. So those were not going to go away. Therefore, I had to cut the wooden floor out of this area. I couldn't have it in there because it would collide. Which is why it kind of ends where it does. But good compromise I'm good with, especially because it's going to be that type of place where, you know there's going to be crap on the floor anyway. Still have to put the door in, some finishing touches. Not quite there yet, but I'd say it's about 85%. Then we have the warehouse. Now, the last time I did a video on Sanctuary Hills, this was where we had the power play. And it was the one-story building that had the power armor suits and things like that. Well, that's moved all the way over to the opposite side next to my house. And we're going to take a look at that in just a few minutes. And when I say that moved, I mean literally. I just highlighted the whole thing and dragged the whole thing over. But the warehouse basically is where we make stuff. So if I need my ammo, I just got the ingredients in here, pull them out, drop them in. I'll run around doing other stuff while it makes 400 rounds. And that takes a few minutes. And there's that. We have got our security/police checkpoint. Anyone that's ever used a spotlight knows that it will turn off and stay off every time you come back into the game or into the Sanctuary Hills once you leave and come back. So we have a delay timer that'll go for 8 seconds, I think is the maximum, or 10 seconds. I forget what it is. Whatever the maximum is what it's set for. And then it'll turn off and then it'll turn back on again. So that's why there's that little pause, but at least it's always running, basically speaking. Always on duty, doing a great job.
I trust you're enjoying my company.
Yeah, we got clean globes. It's hard to find those. Got our locker. She does leave the door open a lot. This is something, again, School Zone came up with, where you don't have to keep pressing the button all the time. Just walk through it, and it'll turn itself on, and then walk through it again, and it turns itself off. So as you're coming back from your mission, you can get the rads off. This is going to be a barracks for the guys and girls that are doing the checkpoint area. Single bed at the moment. A lot of work to be done in here. I'd say this is about 25% done. There's this thing in the floor that you can't do anything with, so I decided to put the toilet on there, even though it's a little crooked. That's just going to be the way it is. It's better than having this. I don't even know what that thing's supposed to be. Hard to tell. And then this floor is so jacked up. I mean, you got the ceiling fan. You can't scrap it. You can't do anything with it. That's why I decided just to make it a barracks, as there's no point. That's supposed to have gone back inside. Actually, you know what? We got a lot of building to do in there, so let's not worry about it yet. And here we have the droid factory. I haven't used it much lately, but I was making droids that I would name after settlements, and they would do the supply runs. And this way I always knew who was who, but what I'm doing differently now is I'm trying to just get a supply run. Instead of having like 12 different ones leaving here from Sanctuary Hills, because what happened is you were having major backup on the interstate here with cows everywhere, and I just didn't like it. So what I'm trying to do now is just have one big loop that goes all the way around. It'll still serve the purpose. There you are.
Back hurts, my feet hurt, everything hurts.
Everybody complaining. Everybody. Same complaint too, by the way. That gets annoying. But the doctor is in. How you doing? So this is our clinic, where people also spend the night. She'll be quitting soon, and I'm sure she's going to tie one on over at the bar. We're heading that way now. It is the hot spot in town. Do you have one more house that we haven't checked on? I don't think yet. Yeah, we haven't been here. Originally, this was going to be Sturgis's place. counters there like we had with the barbecue pit. Pretty simple. Still need to put the windows in. Haven't done that yet. But I'd say it's about 90% complete. Got the restroom. Yeah, there's that thing again. I don't know what this is. Is it a scale? No. I have no idea. If somebody knows what it is, let me know. All right. Like I said, last time we were looking at this build, the power play was on the opposite side where the warehouse now sits, and it was only one story, and I was mentioning I wanted to make it a two-story, which I have done. So it's the all-new power play museum, and that's what I kind of wanted it to be. It's something that captures not just from the armor standpoint, but from some of the apparel I had, and this is the part that frustrates me. I had some cool weapons and stuff in showcases, and then a lot of them fell through the earth and were gone forever. And I'm like, nope, not putting anything out again. Even my hazmat suit, which has been sitting in there for weeks without a problem, today is gone. So, anyway, we'll start outside here. We've got our Abraxo armor here. This one I made last week, and I thought it was really cool. The aquatic camo. I love the look of this. This is my just, going out messing around uniform or armor, where I'll go out and just do what I gotta do, not worry about it. So the attires over here, we got our Negan outfit. We got the black jacket, the jeans, Lucille, even the pompadour hair. One of Piper's dresses. This, I wish I could remember where I got it from, because I've never seen it but the one time, and I'm glad I took it. But basically it's a pastor's collar and in the wasteland version of a priest. And it's super cool, and I love it. This is a very common dress, the black glitter. This one I just picked up today. Might have been Diamond City, but I'm not sure. Another very common one. What in the hell is Piper doing? I think she was skipping. This looks like an Undertaker, if ever there was one. And this is the... oh, shoot. What is it? Zealots. The Zealots attire. And I love this stuff, man. I think this is great artwork. I like the patterns, the colors. Well done. We got our Railroad, Brothers of Steel, Minutemen, and then the two different enclaves. One with the Enclave logo and one with the U.S. flag. And then we go to the second floor. Piper likes the second floor better. Oops, sorry, dear. We have our synth, and there's other synth attires in that model as well, so I could switch them up. Got our baseball from Diamond City. The Mechanist. This is the Colonel? Colonel, yes. When I was a Colonel. And there was a hazmat suit in here. So these cases suck. Do not put anything of value in any of these. I lost swords. I lost guns. These are crap. I don't mind the hazmat because I can go out and, make 5 more of them without a problem. But I didn't know at the time when I was using it that I needed to do that. And those, like I said, I don't remember what the guns were or anything. I just know that they were rare and they are gone. General outfit. And this would be, what are we calling this? The Submariner. This was the Chinese officer that we do the mission for. And after the mission was over, I decided I had to kill him because, the Chinese are the ones that bombed us 200 years ago, and that's why we're dealing with all this stuff right now. So you got to go. There's, of course, our vault outfit, and then this is the coastal armor, which again I really like the way it looks. I think they came out really well. And of course, Nuka Girl. Piper makes that look really good. Okay, and then my favorite costumes are up here. When it comes to the armor, we've got the Vime, or Veem, or is it Vim? I don't even know. I'm going to say Vim. Really like the sugar bombs. It reminds me of Wonder Bread from back in the day. Nuka-Cola, hands down, one of my favorites. And then this one, which I kind of stole this one out of the showcase. I haven't completed the Nuka World thing yet, so that's how you get this usually, is at the end of the Nuka World experience. But there's a way of glitching yourself in there, and that's what I did. And I really like the colors on this. I love the raised lettering on the Nuka-Cola Quantum design there. I think this is just absolutely top-notch. If I ever do decide to take it out and go running around with it, I'm going to make sure I back up all the pieces first, make duplicates of them. And then we've got Vim Refresh, looking like a mellow yellow. Here's our boss outfit, Brothers of Steel. And that's it for that. Yeah, you want to... There you go. There you go.
Anything I can do?
Yeah, well, you can move.
Say the word.
So back here we work on our armor, and then over here we've got the power. Keep out. Caution. Do not enter. Got a lot of power. And it's all set to do the wireless glitch. So all I gotta do is hook that up to there. And then I can either use the wall or I can hang things from the conduit. And it's good to go. Very efficient. And that takes us right up pretty much to the border of the property line that we can build on. Did we? Yeah, we looked at those already. All right, let's take a look at Piper's Pit, and the place is jumping. Well, it might be getting late. Move, droid, move. I hope you'd have got here a little earlier, man. This place would have been packed to the walls. People are sitting at the bar drinking. You got people doing the pommel horse.
Take things one day at a time.
You got all the drinks lined up and ready to go. Again, the way this glows is just really sharp. It does a great job with lighting. These on the back shelf will fall down all the time. I'm surprised they're still standing right now.
Yeah.
And again, this is going to hurt me, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to take all the floor out and redo it as one piece. That's going to be a bit of a little, that's going to be a project. Because I really like the way the interior is set up. Might make one little tweak to the interior, I guess, but
It's coming in pretty good.
we'll see.
Easy living, this ain't.
Got work to do. Can't talk now.
Don't be smart with me. Well, why don't I recognize you? Hold on a minute. Oh, okay, you got a job.
Slog. Just point us to the nearest watering hole.
Got men's and women's room there. Employees have to wash their hands before returning. Hey, Kate, how you doing? I like running with Kate because I can shoot anybody I want, and she's all good with it. And Piper, a lot of times, will be like, "Why'd you shoot that person?" And she's not so happy about it. All right, you need to move, dude.
Yeah.
And friendly fire is not looked upon well. God dang it, move your ass. All right, it's the 4th of July. We got to do fireworks. What time we at? Oh, it's 1 a.m. No wonder. past her bedtime. Let's see. She's programmed for that bed, but it doesn't always work that way.
Heads up. Go check that out.
Oh, she's going to cooperate this time. Sometimes it's no way. Can't believe you're asking me to do that. All right, I have never tested this yet. It is going to be the first time right now. Hopefully it all goes off according to plan. We've got a delay going on. We've got 2 different mortars to fire off. And happy 4th of July, I hope. Hey, it's working. I think. Should be a lot more besides that. There we go. I might have had to put a repeater in, which I did not do that. So I don't have to do this manually. So one is set to delay for 2 seconds, one delays for 3 seconds. This way there's a little bit of a stagger. Was that it? Oh, I guess that was it. I thought there was more in there. So that's something I can work on next time, though, is have a repeater so it'll do it automatically. Let's see. I feel like this one's not lighting up. Why is that? There it goes. I guess there's nothing in there. Okay. Fair enough. Well, I told you it was going to be short. We've got some other stuff coming up, though. I've been working on a few other settlements as well. And I'm going to completely redo the Red Rocket. I'm going to scrap it right down to the very bare minimum and do a completely different build with it. There are several of them that I just really just dropped in some prefabs and said, here you go, and moved along. So there's the Red Rocket. And that was one of them. So we're going to go in there. Also, we're going to take a look at the complete Starlight drive-in. Actually, I'll give you a quick preview right now. Hate to wake her up. I really feel a lot of these look better at nighttime because you get the lighting effect of the, in this case, the drive-in movie. So it's Starlight City, Retro Rewind, where they show old films. So they got Star Wars and Back to the Future double feature, and then later this summer, Jaws. All right, let's drop down here. So this is my place when I stay here, which is also, I just love the way this came out. I would totally stay in a place like this if it was real. We got the gun rack here on the wall. Got our shotgun. The syringe rifle. Never even used that. The syringe thing just didn't appeal to me. I like heads exploding. I like this door too. It's pretty cool. This is a working location. We carpet glitched the shop in there, so the guy actually goes in there and does business through the window. Thought that was a good use of the area. And then we got some picnic benches to hang out here at night. And this is the boardwalk. So during business hours, you've got the shops open. You got a clothing shop over here. You got an armor shop over here. And you got Bud Suds for your drinking. Got this little pond of water here, and I figured, oh, we'll build something around it, and this is what came to mind. So you come and sit down by the fire. This, of course, was heavily radiated water when you first get here. If you don't scrap the drums, which I didn't know you could scrap the drums. So I just had this whole thing walled off so nobody goes in there. You know, it was this big steel structure going around the water to keep you away. Piper, you go, girl. And then I was watching a YouTube video where he's like, oh, that's right, it's not radiated anymore since I got rid of the drums. I'm like, what? And then I went and got rid of the drums. I felt like an idiot. So now I can actually use the area. Got our first aid center up here along with some extra beds.
Huh?
Hey, relax, relax. Don't get uppity. Always on duty here. It amazes me that they use these, but
Yeah.
I don't think. Let me see.
Run by ghouls? Isn't that
I don't know if they use the ones in here at all, which I would think. Well, somebody is. Okay, they are.
Farming's as honest worth gets.
So say here you got a nice dry room with a solid block all around you. Hi-ho!
Got a dangerous look about you.
I know, I'd keep it that way on purpose. We're in the what do you call them? Free fall armors, which you get on the what the heck you call it there? The super tall building. Can't think of the name of it right now. Where you can fall from anywhere and take 0 damage, almost as if you were wearing the armor. Good
I
job.
remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
Too much information. Here's where we do the gardening stuff. This probably needs to be cleaned up and get rid of those watermelons and just put carrots and stuff in there, make it easier.
Yes?
Nice day. Where are we headed?
Over here we got some of the other settlers got their places going on here. Simple units. I haven't been in this one in so long, I forget what it looks like. Let's see. Yep, just the beds. These are very close together, so I'm not entirely sure if they would use those or not, or if they might just glitch into them. And then the rent on this one was really low for a long time because you had the radiation so close. But now that the water's been cleaned up and everything, yeah, the rent's going through the roof.
You know what I call a good day? One that ends without an empty stomach.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Close the door. So you got it. And the sun is up now. Again, I really think these look a lot better at nighttime when the lights can do their thing. All right, well, I think that's all we got for this one. Appreciate you guys checking it out. More to come. Red Rocket, I think I'm going to probably do that live. That's the plan anyway, so we'll see if it turns out. Have a great rest of your 4th of July. I know it's pretty much over now. Stay safe. Catch you next time right here on A&G All Night Gaming.